with all that cracked porcelain, especially that Phyrexian style, you might get a little bit of oil. Let's hope that tonight there is no more of that strange oil in the moist zone as we splash on over for another episode of Wet Ones.
God, it's so wet.
Hey everybody, welcome to Wet Ones, the show with wet and wet.
Yep.
I'm here, I'm Graham, and joining me this evening, it's Mikey, who I am reliably informed definitely wanted to do this.
Yep. I love chicken nuggets, and I heard you were handing them out with delicious sauces.
Yeah. Well, no.
Questionable sauces.
Yeah, so you may have been misled on that fact. I've arranged them in a slightly different orientation this evening, potentially for the benefit of our overhead camera. Let's find out together if that was a good idea, or if I should have done the 45 degrees the other direction. I don't know, but let's see this evening's offerings.
Line up.
Actually, yeah, from this angle even you can see the different angles, which is nice.
Some of them are quite scary.
Yeah, some of them.
Like, this isn't food. This is like a fossilized thing.
It's a sauce that I'm told I'm using too much of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Don't smell them.
let's begin.
All right, so white sauce, which we don't know what it is, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a normal sort of barbecue coat.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Dink.
Sure. Cheers.
I don't know what I was expecting.
Yeah, this isn't a show of good wet, Mikey. Like, it's all bad.
Welcome to Good Wet.
No esteemed deeds are.
The chicken nuggets are hitting, so I'm so conflicted.
This is the. If you've seen previous Wet Ones, this is the thickened creamy product.
Ugh.
That's what it
I
literally says on the tin.
It was so like weak in flavor. It was like a cream someone had forgotten about.
It's like it like neutralizes flavor.
Yeah. Oh, did
Yeah.
you like the salt on that chicken nugget? Wrong.
No. I'm going to start off by asking you a question similar to one that I asked Dan.
Yes.
From your experience in YouTubing. You know, your channel, FilmJoy, is, you know, you're presenting opinions and theories about media and everything. Have you ever had, like, just a lot, like, obviously people are going to disagree, but have you ever had, like, some really visceral, like, no, you're wrong?
Yes.
It's been, like, way too intense.
If I can give you one, like, easy commandment to follow, don't talk about Star Wars on the internet. Don't do it. Even if you're like, wow, this is great and it makes people's lives better. Don't do it.
We did once.
Yeah, I'm sure you've been thinking about that for a minute.
Yeah. This was what particular? This was
Last Jedi was the one
Yeah.
that really went nuts. And then I talked about Rise of Skywalker, a movie that I think people were pretty conflicted on. I always try to come from a place of, here's the stuff that's actually pretty cool in the movie. Yeah, some stuff is bad, but everyone else talks about that, you know? I love in Rise of Skywalker that all of Star Wars, sans Jedi, shows up to save Rey. Like, Rey is hosed, and the entirety of Star Wars shows up to help her. I love that.
Yeah.
The Emperor is back somehow? Less good. But...
Oh, it was all explained in that one-time Fortnite event.
Yeah. In my
That's
video.
not a joke.
Not a joke.
I wish it were.
Did it have the hot sauce bouquet?
It was presided over by Childish Gambino.
Yep.
Yeah. But in that instance, he was playing Lando. Obviously, no.
Solo is the best Star Wars movie. Everyone knows that.
We did. I literally.
Hey, wait.
Solo, a solo story, is
I
the
literally
best one.
Hey, wait.
did not see. I did not go and see the Rise of Skywalker, and I still haven't because the online response to Last Jedi was so atrocious that I was just like, you know what? I'm out. Screw this. I'm not interested in being involved in this franchise anymore.
I think that's just what happens after a while, because everything's a legacy franchise now, right? Like, I pray to whatever fluffy god every night. Like, thank you for not making 4 more Blade Runner movies. You somehow pulled it off once.
Don't risk it.
Yeah. Are we moving on to number 2?
Yeah, let's do that. So this is. Are you familiar with again a delicacy that I keep being informed I'm doing wrong?
Pureed peas?
No, so it's the liquid from mushy peas. This is canned mushy peas. It's lovingly referred to as pea wet.
Okay.
Cheers. It's. I keep saying this, but it's so earthy.
Pea, comma, wet.
I want to call that like forgotten salad sauce. It's like well, it turned into a sauce, so here you go.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of the next one, but ask your
Yeah.
pea question.
So we know about your love of movies and everything.
Sure.
I think what we know less about is your love of sports.
I am a weird one. Like I was raised on sports, but I love football. I love baseball. I love tennis, soccer. Yeah, I don't know. Like I've always kind of been a sports boy, but like I always have to like be quiet because I show up in a room and I'm like, did anyone see the Cowboys game or the Laker game? And they're always like, oh, sports ball. And then I just have to awkwardly sit there and go, oh, hilarious. So funny.
I feel you.
What's your sport of choice, Ian?
Gundam.
Oh,
You walked into that one a little bit.
a little bit. But not just observing sports, but earlier on playing sports,
I used to play.
or specifically coming second in sports.
So me and Tara were going through, this is a funny story. We're going through some stuff we're pulling out of our attic before we sold the house. And my mom had given me a bunch of trophies from when I was a kid. And we start pulling out the soccer trophies. Second place state champion, second place state champion, second place in the league, second. I had so many second place trophies. I was like, I can't win. I can get close. But I can't do it, apparently.
I mean, that's still very good. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
very good. You know,
but when your dad is one of those second places, first loser kind of guys,
no.
like, yeah, I'm a very high-ranking loser.
That's a much better way to look at it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you know, I am first loser. I'm king of the losers.
Yes, king of the losers.
Take it. Yeah. Terrific. Not terrific is that.
Yeah, I was calling it Thick Tang
Yeah.
just for days now, and Tara, my partner, was like, if you say Thick Tang again, you will not see me again. So I see someone in chat this morning referring to this as non-Newtonian Tang, and that's all I will call it now. Because it's like a fluid, a liquid. I'm terrified, Graham.
Hopefully Logan never tells anyone else his ratios so that this can't be reproduced.
All right, let's get it over with.
Oh!
Oh!
I think it's worse today.
Oh, no.
Why is it so drippy? It's like snot. Why?
Oh, no.
I didn't
Bottoms
think
up, baby!
it was possible for Thick Tang to have a worse consistency.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I think we got off easy.
That flavor evolves.
It's so powerful. It's such a strong punch.
Oh. You know that feeling when you drink grape juice and you go, ugh?
Uh-huh. Right back in
Imagine
here.
that, but a jackhammer.
Oh, if you can, if you're able to, tell me about your cool roof balcony.
So we just recently moved to North Hollywood, and we got a townhouse. We're renters now because we're never owning property again. Because don't do it. So we rented a place in North Hollywood. It's a 3-story townhouse. We have our offices, so like YouTube. I feel really cool. I have an office in LA, but
That's very cool.
we have a rooftop that overlooks the Hollywood sign mountain. The other side of it. So you sort of have to imagine the Hollywood part, but we
You can,
see all
if
the
you like concentrate, you can see reversed letters
Yeah.
through the. Yeah.
9 o'clock every night. That's when the tour helicopters start going. So there's just helicopters over your house all night.
To take people to see the sign. or other stars'
Rich people
homes.
to prove that they're rich is
Oh,
generally what I
okay.
can tell in LA for stuff like that.
Yeah, I was informed that you're a big fan of this balcony. That you just think it's the coolest.
We spend all of our time. So one thing we did. This is a fun story. We play tabletop every Thursday, and my friend wanted to play the Fallout tabletop RPG. And me being Michael, I thought, oh, this is gonna be funny. I'm gonna roll a Borderlands character in Fallout. And then other people at the table started doing that. So we're like Tip Top spelled wrong, Bico. I wear 3 tires around my neck and I'm a murderous clown. Fallout RPG is very good, but if you play a Borderlands character, it will break it. Because I was just like, all my numbers into one thing. I just hit stuff with a bat. That's all I do. If you ask me a question, I'm just like,
That sounds like a blast.
we're playing on a roof, so it's also like amazing and like Terry's making drinks. It's good.
That sounds great.
Come out to North Hollywood, y'all. We'll have a time.
Sounds like a fun time.
Unlike Sauce 4,
God, yeah.
which I don't know what it is.
So it's funny because this is something I was going to use tonight anyway, but I was informed as I was preparing this evening's wets that this is a liquid that showed up earlier today.
Oh, I know what this is. This is Clamato, because that was what was in my smoothie. That's what combined all the smoothie ingredients together.
It's very thin.
Yeah, I had apple pie, Clamato,
Do we have any left?
cool.
Yes, we've got
chips.
both kinds. This is the low sodium because
Oh!
Because that's the important thing.
you know
You want
the,
to drink the post chicken?
I love you, Graham.
I mean, could be like a Caesar.
Taste the clam, experience the feel.
Surf and
Oh,
turf.
boy.
I don't want to keep chewing.
You gotta get it out of there somehow.
Oh my.
Clam a lamb, whoa. Huh?
I want to go to the state in the union. It's probably like Wyoming, where they're like, oh, Clamato and chicken nuggets, that's my bus.
Ooh, chicken nugget.
I mean, I would not be surprised if there was like a Caesar somewhere that was served with like chicken nuggets on a skewer in it, you know?
I love the idea of going to like a really expensive restaurant and right at the bottom of Caesar is splash of Clamato. That's how you know it's a good one.
A splash of Clamato. Does Clamato
A
even
spritz.
exist outside Canada? Does it? I don't know. I'm led to believe it's.
Texans, when I lived there, I don't live there anymore, thank you. Texans love Clamato, and they love Clamato plus Bud Light. That is a drink you can buy in Texas.
I've heard of that. I've also heard of putting. I guess it's Tabasco into like the
Yeah.
can of. Okay.
These are all very good things that I approve of highly.
Really? All
Yes.
right. Interesting. Well, actually, I tell you what. Let's just take a look at that. What are like some of the like really notable cultural differences now that you've moved from Texas to Los Angeles?
I honestly,
Or even like
most of the
niche
food
stuff.
is good.
Okay.
Most of the food is better. The weirdest thing about like the Dallas Metroplex is it has this huge influx of Vietnamese immigrants. So DFW has the best pho in the world, sans Vietnam. I don't know why. They don't have anything else. It's like barbecue and pho. And
That
then
sounds awesome.
Yeah, well, California checks off all the other ones.
Right.
So that worked out pretty good for me.
Okay. Sweet. That's very cool. Let's.
Mystery White Substance 2, I'm not loving.
I am not stoked about
Graham,
this
is this milk?
one. No.
Oh, Graham.
This one
no.
this one was just in the fridge and I was like, "Oh yeah, that sounds like it'll be terrible."
Is it coffee creamer?
No, we had coffee creamer yesterday and we may see it again, but no, this is different.
Oh.
Oh.
This may be one of Beach's liquids.
Oh.
That is the only way I will refer to that liquid. Is
Jesus. I'm still so mad.
no.
Who put together the ingredients for earlier? Because I'm still
Ben.
I'm still so annoyed that he didn't get Island Farms.
I'm sorry. Was that eggnog?
That was eggnog. Yeah. We have a dairy on the island called Island Farms, and they make the best eggnog. And for some reason, Dairyland. My reaction would have been the same if it was Island Farms. It's just
Let's open a restaurant, Graham. It's called Chicken and Dairy. And you just dip all the delicious
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. The most deeply cursed thing I've ever heard.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure Dairyland should be set in the same cadence and tone as Cabletown.
So we've learned earlier this week that Rachel is in a fantasy football league.
Yeah.
And you're in a fantasy Vanderpump Rules league.
What?
I won it for the record.
I'm sorry. In a league was not. I did not fully appreciate
Yeah,
it.
led the league. Thank you, Graham.
No more.
Well, it started as like a goofy thing me and my partner Tara did. We would like fantasy draft, Top Chef, Project Runway, shows that like matter, and then it sort of drifted off into Vanderpump Rules, where like you're drafting person who does crime and or is an infidel. I don't.
Who is
What do you cheat on your partner? What word am I looking for?
Adulterer.
adulterer?
Adulterer.
Infidelity.
Yeah, they
I don't want
infidelity.
to. I don't want to go put too fine a point on this, but some of those people on Vanderpump Rules,
Not good people.
they're not good partners. Lisa Vanderpump is though.
So the idea is, I mean, you could basically do that. I guess the idea is with any show, if you just sort of do like these
Yeah.
are things we expect to see. So we're gonna set up a bracket ahead of time.
It came down to like I was getting annoyed that like you go to a workplace and everyone has a big fantasy football league, but if you don't like football, what are you supposed to do? Like, sorry, you gotta like the Chiefs. So we started just setting up other leagues and stuff with friends to let everyone have a guess.
I
How
love
was
that.
it pointed?
It depends on what the show is. You have to break down the rules of the show. So, like, Top Chef is, did they place in a quickfire? Did they win the quickfire? 1 point for placing, 2 for winning. Same thing with the regular competition. We started taking points away if your person gets eliminated in Top Chef.
Oh.
Which does get kind of nuts, because, like, you'll end the game, like, 9 to -2.
Well, that's great. That's much more sophisticated than my Royal Rumble drinking game.
I did go to last year's Royal Rumble.
Where was it last year?
Sorry, I went to a house and watched the Royal Rumble. I didn't
Oh, okay.
No, because all my writer friends in LA, like all the TV writers, were like, we watched the Royal Rumble, and they all talk all night. Oh, I wish I was a writer on wrestling. No.
No. It's probably better now, but it still sounds like hell.
Well,
Speaking of hell,
One
I
moment,
don't want to
boys.
find out what this last one is, Graham.
It's
so
so-
I was also stalling.
it's
One moment.
so bad, Mikey. What's up?
I will give you one more minute to like think about your sins as you contemplate that.
Yeah.
But we had a little bit of late breaking news from shipping
Uh-huh.
that I want to make sure we get out there.
Oh yeah.
Then to give you time on wet ones. So we
Great.
only have 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in our giveaway for our uncut sheet of $9.69 or multiples thereof. We got an update that is in fact confirmed a foil sheet of Custom Rares and Mythics. So it's full foil, it's full shiny. You've only got a little bit of time left. Get your donations in. I'll stop pulling us away from the hell that they have to embrace now. Have fun.
I was pretty okay with it.
Yeah.
Oh, Graham, what is that? It looks like raisin paste.
I would love raisin paste. Mincemeat.
If a raisin paste is the bar? Oh, Graham, you.
Oh yeah, that's a chunk.
Oh.
That's thick.
Oh.
Okay. It's so oily.
If you have a weak stomach, you might want to look away.
Oh, that's so much. That's so much.
Yeah.
Good man. Good man.
I didn't know the last one was going to be chewing tobacco.
It was either that or Zen.
Oh, that is not a flavor that Snow provides.
That's okay. You don't need to lie.
Slash shrimp.
I'm so sad. Oh, Graham.
This is Graham's 4th time of eating that.
Yeah, it sucks.
I was assured by Dawnguard
Uh-huh.
that it is actually, so we have been eating quite a lot of it, but not necessarily as much, just with the wrong foods. That apparently it is very good with mango, with like a sour mango.
You've been told, yeah.
Well, maybe next time I'll try it with the thick tang.
What is that?
It's sautéed shrimp sauce. But it's like meant to be used sparingly.
Oh, really?
It's mostly shrimp and salt.
I do. If I was gonna guess 2 ingredients, I feel like salt was definitely one of them.
It's high on that list. Blah.
Do I still have teeth? Did they rot out of my face? Ah!
You can tell that you have teeth because you keep finding the shrimp in it.
Oh, Graham, I hate you.
Oh, yeah.
I love you, but I hate you.
I love you too, but I kind of hate myself right now.
Fair enough.
I'm sorry. Sorry for banging the table engineering. Would you... What's coming up on Movies with Mikey? Tara said you might be keen to talk about what you're working on.
Well, if you want to check out our last video on YouTube, because we have a staggered schedule. Our last one on YouTube was me revisiting the movie Artificial Intelligence by Steven Spielberg and Stanley Kubrick. Dan Olsen plays Mr. Kubrick in that episode.
Oh.
And Anthony Carboni is Steven Spielberg. The one that just went up on Nebula is a sad one. So if you're looking for a Mikey knock you out one, it's Miyazaki. So, yeah, like I put it up before the election. I'm not getting political. I'm just telling you the time. It hit a lot harder after.
Someone who watched it after the election, yeah.
We put up a crap shot on our main channel. It's like a minute-long dumb sketch about a news report about the rise of Lord Cthulhu, and we wrote it and we shot it 4 months ago, I think, something like that, and people were like, "Oh, keeping current," and I'm like, "No, but I get it."
The one I'm working on now isn't that current. I called it. So this was a joke that my wife very much did not let me get away with. I wanted to call it the Thin Red Ryan. Because it's an exploration of the Thin Red Line in Saving Private Ryan about how they're kind of the same symbolic movie and people don't quite understand. Tara said she would leave me if I kept that title, so it'll probably be a more normal World War II movies, I guess.
What if is the concern that people might think that it's just about someone named Ryan?
Tara was like, "That's cringe, honey. That's cringe."
Well, that's an allegation you just can't come back from, so I guess fine.
She talks to way more Gen Zs than me, so when she says I'm cringe, I generally okay.
Oh, shoot,
I should work on this.
Okay, great.
Speaking of cringe,
Yeah,
why?
because I was like, oh, this looks like it'll be funny, and I mean,
These
it is.
are all pretty funny. This was like, ow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to keep in the spirit of the thing we're parroting, so I think it works okay. Mikey, thanks for joining me on Wet Ones. I'm so glad that you wanted to be here. I don't know why, but I'm really thrilled that you did.
I wanted some chicken nuggets. So.
Great. Well, I think we have some untainted ones in the other room. That's going to do it for Wet Ones. Thank you. Back to Night Watch.